Yeah, what a great team we just played. I've been had the opportunity to play a lot of really good teams over the time, whether I was at Canisius or Richmond or here, teams that won national championships, and we all know that's about a bounce of the ball, but that is as solid, well coached, put together, length, speed, backcourt, everything that we've seen, that I've seen. And so we feel good that we were right there, and with a break or two could have won the game. But the Arizona's really good. So we at the same time, it gives us great confidence, but also a great attitude to come back and get better now, to really get better and make up for the 17 offensive rebounds were a huge factor in this game. And how can we shore that up against length, be more physical against length? So we'll move forward from it. Our kids are all on the same page. I thought we made a major stride today, even in defeat, of us getting better.
Down in front with Chris.
You guys shot the ball pretty well. They talk about how they made you earn every.
Yeah, we didn't have many easy ones, did we? I was really 47% against them was good, especially given the number of threes that we normally take. But they did a great job. I would say offense was not the issue. Getting the stops. First half we did a much better job. They're 55% in the second half, and their 17 rebounds, offensive rebounds, really killer in this game.
Rod?
You talked about it yesterday with how they train you, where even if they miss a shot and get an offensive rebound, you got to play 31 seconds.
You got to go do it again.
How much did that wear on you?
It might have. I think the key play is we saw. There's a lot of key plays in the game, but McConnell running down that corner rebound, and I think that's the one where we fouled him on the drive. Was a key play, but that's the big issue, and the ability for those guys to miss their own shot and get the rebound. We teach our guys to be the second one off the floor. Well, if you're the second one off the floor, you're the second one back down on the floor, and they're right in there getting their rebound. So that was challenging for us, and it certainly didn't help us.
Brendan?
Mitch talked after the Duke game about toughness. Horford today talked about this was a matter of toughness on rebounding. How do you teach?
Well, we have to do it once again. We're in rotations a lot, and it's part of today's game. And I think we made major steps in that area today. Now, some of that toughness is in the weight room, and that takes time. Others areas is just a focus of being mentally tough to stay with a box out, stay with your man, do different things like that. So it's not about right now, hey, we're going to go out there and slam somebody. We're just talking about we got to be mentally tougher and then be just a little bit more physical in what we do defensively.
Down front left with Daniel.
What was the difference between Glenn kind of taking over in the first half and then not getting many quality looks at all in the second half?
Well, like I said, offense. We were scoring in our offense. We were shot 47%. And we were just looking where the gaps where we could get the right things. And one of the reasons that Glenn was really successful, and this is really key for us, is that we were able to get stops in the first half and run the floor. And that's a big part of what he does so well. We couldn't get a lot of stops. But really, we didn't do anything really differently than we did in the first half. We scored the ball. We couldn't stop them.
On your right with Nick.
John, you guys have had 4 pretty tough losses, but it seems like every time we talk to these guys, players-wise,
they're still connected, but they're down because we practice really hard and we want to see results. But we have to just continue to understand that these little things, the devil in the details of getting better is huge. And I told the guys if this was 2 weeks ago and this was Duke here or somebody else, we don't play to a last possession game. We weren't ready for that at that time. We're getting better, but we're certainly going to have to play a perfect game against Arizona.
Are there hints where you want to be?
Yeah, I think so. Given you ask a coach that question, Nick, and that probably is never there where you want them to be. And especially with when you don't have a lot of really cagey veterans, you're always working. How can we speed up this veteran attitude? And that's a big focus what we're doing right now. Without demeaning them, how can we be positive and give them a better outlook on what is happening in front of them?
John, Arizona takes the lead, 25 seconds left. You have 2 timeouts. You decide to go right down the floor, not call it timeout. What's the strategy there?
Let me think now. 25 seconds ago, they took the lead by 1.
Yes.
Yeah, what we were going to do is we were going to try and run a quick hitter and then call timeout and see if he had open. Then Nick elected to shoot the ball. He ended up getting a pretty good look. He opted out of what we did just a little bit to get a look. But that was the idea. If we didn't get a clean look on that first play, we were calling timeout. But it was just, rather than call timeout and waste 10 seconds, let's even get something clean. Then we still had 2 possessions left with maybe 18 seconds to go in the game if we get something in 7 or 8. So Nick decided to go with it. He missed the shot, ended up getting a pretty good